Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Pioneer BH280. This is a great bunk model setup, and they've done a lot of cool things giving you excellent storage in this particular floor plan. Let's start off right over here on the kitchen. So you'll see they give you a double bowl stainless steel sink, and to boot you also have the high-rise pull-out faucet here, so that way washing and rinsing dishes are absolute breeze. You'll notice that you have a recessed cooktop with a glass cover there as well. That way you can utilize this as prep space. To access that, you just flip this up and back like so. The glass here kind of doubles as a backsplash, which is cool. And then you have your 3 burners there, the front one being high output. Underneath is your oven, in case you want to do some baking. And then if we take a look at storage underneath the sink here, you'll see they left you a little space there, big enough for a small trash can. And you have 3 full extension drawers here. That way you have plenty of space for your silverware, some of your larger utensils, and anything else you want to throw in there. Right up top here you'll see more storage, good extra pantry storage space. Couple cubby holes, you have one here above the microwave, another above the fridge freezer. The microwave itself in the center, and then directly underneath that is your hood with a light and fan. You'll also notice underneath your cabinets, folks, you do have an electrical outlet there, so if you need to plug in a coffee maker, toaster, something like that, there is a place you can do that in the kitchen. The fridge freezer combo here, I'll open this up for you. This is a Dometic unit. You'll see you have plenty of space in there. Nice cutout in case you have some taller items. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. So move over a little further, you get into the entertainment center. So this is where, again, it gets a little more unique in this floor plan. Most of the time in your rear corner bunks, your entertainment center is up front by the bedroom. But having it here is pretty great because we'll see a little bit later, it is straight across from the sofa. Large 50-inch TV though, so you can see it pretty much anywhere in the RV, which is cool. And then right up top, you'll notice some additional storage there. It also has the decorative glass. Right down underneath, if you take a look here, this is your multimedia center. It's a great digital receiver. It's also Bluetooth capable there. So if you have a smartphone, you want to connect to it via Bluetooth, you can. Directly underneath that, you have dual USB ports. You'll see you have a cutout there if you have some extra auxiliary equipment. And underneath, you have great storage all the way throughout. Coming up to the side here, this is a good versatile storage space. You can, if you want, use this as a pantry. Myself personally, I'd probably use it for kids' clothes, but again, it's whatever you want to use it for. All these shelves in here are removable. And then underneath that, you have one additional pull-out drawer. Now, as I said, this is a bunk model, so right here in the back, you have in the industry what we call a double over double bunk, meaning that they are double wide. You'll also notice that the mattress here is nice and thick as well, so that way the kids will have a comfortable night's rest. And because they are double wide, you can fit 2 small kids on a bunk if you want, or if you have older kids, they can certainly sleep there too. You have an LED window on both the top and bottom, and you'll see, or LED light rather, I'm sorry, and you'll see on the bottom there you have a window which is also an emergency exit. If we take a look right here in the back, this is the bathroom. Right there is your foot flush lever toilet. You'll notice you have plenty of legroom in front. And over to the side there is your tub shower. I like having a tub in a bunk model because that way if you have smaller kids that are used to taking a bath, they can still do so while camping. You'll notice the full wall surround with shelves. You also have the hand wand there. And right up top is your vent fan to quickly help moisture get out of the bathroom. Over to the side, you'll notice your mirrored medicine cabinet with storage behind that, a hand towel ring, electrical outlet, sink top and vanity there, and you have storage underneath that too. So we step back out into the main living area. Right over here is your super slide. So this, of course, is what really opens this space up, and again, gives you all the room here. This is a jackknife sofa. A couple good things about a jackknife sofa. One, it does fold down into a bed, so if you need the additional sleeping space, you certainly have it. But the other one, and the reason I really like a jackknife, is this right here. Look at all that storage you have underneath. Now granted, we have some cushions stored under here. These are actually for the dinette. I'll show you in just a moment. But any other big items, whether it's bedding, pillows, really whatever else you want to stick under there, you can. And if you want to plug in electronics, maybe working on a laptop or tablet, something like that, there is an electrical outlet down by the feet. You'll also see you have storage right up top here. Open that up for you so you can take a look. Window underneath letting in natural light during the day, and at night you have LED lights up top. Moving in a little bit further here, kind of the same thing, windows there, LED light right above the table, which this is pretty cool too. A lot of manufacturers aren't putting LEDs above the table, so I like the fact that Pioneer has. And then you'll notice the large U-Dinette. Again, I like having this too when you have a bunk model. That way, the whole family can sit around the table and enjoy a meal together without bumping elbows. Also, it does drop down into a large bed. Your standard dinette's pretty tough for an adult to sleep on. With a U-shaped dinette, when you drop this down and put those cushions on it that I showed you, you can easily sleep two adults right here. Now, as we take a look up front, because as I mentioned, you don't have your entertainment center there, you have a mirror up top instead. Right down below is an electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in. You know, if you have a small coffee maker, you probably even make this a little coffee bar or something, which is pretty cool. And then you have storage going all the way across here underneath. One of the other things I really like though, take a look at this. Open this guy up, you have a huge extra pantry here. All these shelves, again, are removable, so if you want to take them out, you certainly can. But I love this. The whole bottom is open, and the reason I like that is that's a great spot for your vacuum cleaner. You can put it right in there. You have plenty of room. Need to bring a broom, not a problem. You can take this bottom shelf out. That'll give you that much added height, and you still have plenty of space there for anything else you want to store. As you walk into the bedroom, you'll see right in the center is the RV queen bed, and on both sides you have nightstands there, so if you need to put a glass of water by your bed or charge your cell phone, you can do that, as you have electrical outlets on both sides. Right up above, you have mirrored wardrobe space. You'll see the hanging rod going across, and additional storage along the top of the bed here with an LED reading light underneath. If you like to watch TV before bed, not a problem. You will see you have TV connections on the wall right there. Now that we've seen the inside, let's talk a little bit about the outside of the Pioneer BH280. Starting off right up front, folks, you get a power tongue jack. This makes it super simple to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Simply flip the switch here to raise and lower your tongue. Then the switch right next door to that controls the lights. That way if you're hooking up or disconnecting at night, you have a little extra visibility. Right behind that are your two 20-pound propane tanks with your cover. Easy to get in there, just undo the thumb screws, lift the door, and you are in. And further back a little there, you see the two rails for your battery. You will notice there is plenty of space there, folks. If you want to put two batteries on there, you can do that too. Another thing you'll see is this right under here. That's part of your enclosed underbelly. This whole underbelly is enclosed, which will make sure that all the road grime and stuff isn't getting up there and rusting out all your water lines, and it'll also help keep some of the rodents out during the off season. You see you have the black diamond plating here. This should help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that will get thrown up by your tow vehicle. So we come around to the side of the pass-through storage. You'll notice you have a covered hinge. That way it doesn't rust out. You don't have a bunch of ugly rust coming down your door. And if we go ahead and lock that up, you can take a look inside and you'll see it is an open pass-through there. Same size door on both sides. Nice, I say clean, even though there is stuff in here, but I mean, you don't have a bunch of wires and plumbing and everything else running through here. And if you take a look actually right up here, you will see this one has power stabilizer jacks. So that makes it a lot easier to set up and tear down the RV. You just hit the buttons. The one control will control your two front stabilizers. The other one will be your two rear. You see you have a power awning here. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. It does have an adjustable pitch and an LED light strip on there too. So that way you have light at night, just flip a switch, you're good to go. 3 foldable steps to get into the 280 here with the foldable grab handle. That will ensure you have good control when entering or exiting the RV. And the 3rd step makes it a little bit easier to step in there as well. If you like to watch TV while you're outside, you'll see right over here are your TV hookups. And again, that is underneath that power awning. That way you have shade. If you just want to listen to some music, you can do that too. You'll see the speakers right up top there. Those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but as I had mentioned, that unit is Bluetooth capable. If you're looking to do some boondocking, you need to fill your fresh tank. That's where you do it, right there. And just make our way back a little bit further. The wheels here are Easy Lube axles, folks. That's pretty cool. As far as the maintenance side, if you pop off that little cover, there'll be a grease zerted in there, and you can pump some grease in instead of having to constantly repack your bearings. Now that's oversimplified. There is more to it than that, but it definitely is a good maintenance feature to have. Right back here is the outside kitchen, and I love this. This is one of the reasons I really like bunk models. You know, you have some extra storage up top. You can throw some small glasses up there, maybe some paper plates. Open this up. Look at that. You have your sink here, or your faucet rather, with a little wash basin. So when you're done, this just comes right out. You can throw the water out, dump it wherever. And then next to that, you have your 2-burner cooktop. If you want to cook outside, you can certainly use that. If you're more of a griller, that's not an issue either. You can set your grill up right here. You will see right underneath, you have the propane quick connect there, so you can plug that in, and you'll still be feeding off your 2 20-pound bottles instead of having to bring the small green ones. And then next door to that is the fridge. It's one of the things I love most about the outside kitchen is having the refrigerator out here, especially with kids. You can put, their soda, their juice, whatever else in there, and it just makes life a lot easier. That way, they don't have to constantly run in and out to grab a drink. You just hand it to them, and your day moves on. Speaking of moving on, as we come around to the back, you have the cargo tray right here. This drops down nice and simple. Remove the pins on either sides, drop it down. You can put wood on there, totes, coolers, whatever else you want. And that's really a great thing to have because that gives you that much more storage as you're traveling. Once you get to the campsite, if you want to leave it down, you can use it as a spare table. You can flip it up like it is right now. You'll see the spare tire is mounted on there too. Hopefully, folks, you never have to use it, but if you do, it's really easy to get to. Now, behind it is your outside shower with both hot and cold water access. Obviously, to get to that, you will have to drop it down. Also, you will see your black tank flush is located back there as well. So, that makes washing out the black tank a lot easier. Normally, you'd have to go inside with a hose and stick it down your toilet to wash out the black tank. Now, you just hook the hose up right there. Black tank has sprayers built in. It does the rest for you. Take a look up top center there. You see the backup camera prep. If you want a backup camera on here, folks, having it prepped makes it a lot simpler to have it installed, meaning it will save you money on labor. Come around to the back side, your 30 amp detachable power cord will plug right into here. Cable inlet right next door, and your city water connection is right there. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Pioneer BH280. If you're interested in this Bunkhouse travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.